Hello and welcome to Archie Luxury's Luxury Channel. Today I'd like to talk about an email I've received from my good friend Dennis. Now you might say, why is Dennis my good friend? Well, Dennis sent me $40 to give me to ask for my opinion on a couple of pieces, because basically I charge $10 per piece to give you my opinion. So for Dennis to send me $40 like that, he's suddenly gone into mate status. He's a friend. And jokes aside, I mean that's pretty good, Dennis. It helps to run the Archie Luxury Channel, because Archie's been pretty middle class lately. So let's. I'm going to actually dedicate this video to Dennis, because that's pretty good. And anyone who sends Archie cash, I mean, Archie's a prostitute. Let's make no bones about that. Archie does shit for money. He's not a fucking charity. And to get fucking loot from punters is fucking good. That makes Archie happy. It's Archie's birthday, and Archie loves nothing more than getting money in, and he can go and get a good seafood feast for himself. So let's have a read of Dennis's correspondence, because yesterday I actually read Dennis's email out, and let's see what Dennis has said in reply. Hey Archie Luxury, I love your channel very much, but boy did you rip into my ass. First off, beggars can't be choosers. Well, with all due respect, Mr. Luxury, I'm not a beggar. I'm a chooser. I choose exactly what I want, whether it's a stick of gum or an item for $5,000. I want a Rolex Day-Date 18-karat white gold President with diamond bezels. That's my next purchase. I was really hoping to do business with you. I really was under the impression if any of your viewers were serious about purchasing a fine watch, we could ask you. I don't see any harm in that. Secondly, you put down my 1993 Mercedes 300 SE. Reasons: you said it was over-engineered and you can buy it for $4,000 to $10,000 today. Over-engineered? Since when is that a bad thing? It's not a is not a Patek Philippe over-engineered and expensive to repair? I bought the Benz when I was 16. It was a fantastic car. I paid more than $4,000 to $10,000. You said you liked the 750 BMW, but it's trouble. The early 03 to 05 7s had many electrical issues, but they were sorted out by 06. I'm happy to report that after 2 years, my only serious issue or criticism came from you. You said if you can't afford a new 7, don't buy one. Now, Archie, shame on you. You and I both know that buying a used bang per buck is the way to go. Also, for the record, I could buy a new 7, but like you, who abdicate buying used, see the great value in buying a mildly used luxury item. Would you buy a brand new Patek Philippe? Neither would I. Tudor is a poor man's Rolex. I agree with you, but it was a gift and it's got sentimental value. Breitling 1461 limited edition. I agree with you. I agree with what you said about limited edition being a gimmick. However, it was my introduction to Breitling. Montblanc, it's a pen company. This watch looks very unique. Cartier started as a jewelry company. People laughed and still laugh at what today. What about them making watches? I happen to enjoy Cartier. I think they are beautiful. You criticize my things. You were right on some stuff, but mostly wrong. Anyway, I do appreciate your criticisms. I really do. I find myself checking your channel daily. I need my Archie fix. You love the E350? You should love the E55 or E63 AMG. I know, gas money, blah, blah, blah. Make more money and shut up. Once again, I enjoy your channel. I think of all the luxury items you have, your family is most beautiful thing you have. Showcase. Your wife, your children, they really are a luxury. Wish you health and happiness. Just keep making videos to feed my Archie Luxury desire. If it's not too much to ask, do you think $8,500 for this watch is worth it? please get back to me because I don't think it will last. I promise to send you a fee of $10 if you do. Promise, no bullshit. Okay, so there we go. Your friend Dennis. So there we go. Let's now, Dennis, my mate. Let's have a bit of a look at some of the things you've said. So for starters, I've said beggars can't be choosers. Okay. Well, okay. Let's have a look at these comments here. Now, I was saying I was saying the Mercedes W140 was over-engineered. That's true. It fucking was. Great car, but fucking over-engineered. Since when is it a bad thing? Isn't a Patek over-engineered? Well, Dennis, the thing is this. A Patek itself doesn't have a fucking gearbox that costs $10,000 to $12,000 to fix. A Patek, a watch itself, I can take to my watchmaker and get serviced for reasonable money. But a Mercedes can be a bitch. Let me tell you, I got a friend of mine who had a W220. Okay, that's the model after the W140. Okay, he had an S320. And it was a beautiful car. Anyhow, one day he went out to start the car and the fucker wouldn't start because the airbag suspension wouldn't inflate. Now, that fucking car, to fix that problem, was about $40,000 through Benz. Now, he got it fixed through a third-party company for about $28,000. That's a fucking disgrace. And that's what I'm saying. These old luxury cars, they can be trouble. So look, let's just clarify the thing. A Patek itself, my God, I don't think you'd ever get bills like that unless you had a really complicated Patek. Now, as far as the 7s go, look, what I said was, if you can't afford to buy a new 7, you definitely can't afford to run a second-hand one. Now, the reality is, of course, I agree with you. I certainly do not buy a new one. You're going to take a huge hit with depreciation. However, you got to be able to afford to run it. But if you've got that in order, hey, power to you. That's all great. As far as the Tudor comment, yep, Tudor's a poor man's Rolex. The Breitling comment, I do love Breitling, but not that particular model. As far as the Montblanc comment goes, I will stand by my comment. Montblanc is not a fucking watchmaker. Cartier, now let's just back the truck up there. You do a Google search, who invented the fucking wristwatch? Okay, who invented the wristwatch? Now there's a strong argument that Cartier actually invented the wristwatch. Cartier has invented such classic models like the Cartier Tank. They've invented the Cartier Santos. They have a long history. Montblanc, this is all under 10 years that they've had the watch development going on. So just get your facts straight. Cartier is a true watchmaker. Cartier in the Tank used to use a Jaeger movement. Sorry, they use a LeCoultre movement. Sorry, it's a LeCoultre movement they used to use in the Tank. So, Cartier has a long history of watchmaking, and Cartier is a great brand, but Montblanc, I've got some Montblanc pens. I've used them for years, but they are not a fucking watchmaker. Okay, so let's just clarify that point there. Now, thanks for the comments on the family. That's great. Okay, now let's have a look at this thing here. Now, I'm going to give you some advice there, Dennis, because you're a mate. Now, you're asking me about this watch. Now, Dennis has sent me some pics of a Rolex day-date. He's asked me what do I think of it. And I'm going to be afraid to tell you the truth here, but it's not pretty. The piece you've sent me, it looks like it's a plastic bark. It's a bark finish, which bark is not popular. It's not wanted now. It's a very 70s thing. It's a bark finish piece which has got aftermarket diamond dial and an aftermarket diamond bezel put onto it. Okay. Now, look, Dennis, you're spending big money. $8,500. That's good money. You could get such a nice fuck-off piece if you just calm down a bit. You say to me, get back to me quick because you don't think it'll last. Dennis, you're in the wrong fucking frame of mind. Mate, calm down, okay? I can tell you what that fucking watch is, and it's fucking not pretty, okay? It's not one that I'd fucking buy. Archie wouldn't buy it, so just fucking calm down there, man. I mean, just cool it a bit. Okay, I can understand you want bank per buck and you want all this shit, but look, mate, I can tell you now, 8,500 will get you a nice original. See, what happens is, I remember when I had a girlfriend who was a prostitute, okay? And she wanted a President, she wanted a two-tone with diamonds, this and that. And, I tell you honestly, at the end of the day, right, you get an original watch, you put an aftermarket diamond bezel on, an aftermarket diamond dial. She had mother of pearl dial. But, I mean, it's all fucked. It's not original. It's just fucking bullshit. You really want to get original Rolex diamonds if you're going to do the diamond thing. These fucking aftermarket tack-ons, it's all shit, okay? It's just these bolt-ons are not the way to go, okay? I can tell you this honestly, and I'm telling you from the heart, Dennis, because you're putting good money up. I wouldn't be doing that. I tell you what, you want good bang per buck? I tell you what I'd buy. I'd buy a two-tone Submariner with a blue dial. That stands out like dog's balls. You want to be the man around town? That's what I'd get. A two-tone Submariner, sapphire crystal with blue dial. They're gorgeous. You could get one of those. A really nice one. 6 to 7, 8,000 for a Minter. That's what I'd be looking at, okay? Don't get the brand new one with the ceramic bezel. The ceramic, I reckon, looks fucked anyhow. But that's what I'd be doing, Dennis. I'd be getting a good quality watch instead of these tarted up fucking day dates. These fucking tarted up day dates. Look, a good day date, I know a lot about day dates. I've had a few of them, okay? That one you sent me the pics on, it looks like a fucking plastic bark one, okay? When I say plastic, that means the glass is not a sapphire crystal, it's a plastic one. The bracelet's got stretch in it. It's got a non-Rolex diamond bezel. It's got diamonds on the dial. Anyone who really knows Rolex is going to say that's just a fucked with watch, okay? I don't like things that have been fucked with. I like original. Now, mate, Dennis, I'd be getting two-tone sub. That will stand out like dog's balls, okay? You go to a brothel. I tell you this now, Dennis. You go to a brothel, and I tell you what, the bitches will give you more respect with a two-tone sub than they ever would with that fucking bark piece of shit. Okay? That's my view. Okay, moving right along. Look, if you want to get a good watch collection going, mate, I tell you what I'd do, okay? I'd ditch that fucking Mont Blanc of yours. Get rid of it. It's a mistake. Keep the Tudor. The Tudor's okay. The Breitling, fuck. Keep that. Buy an Omega Speedmaster Man on the Moon. I've got one for sale at $2,200 US. That's a nice one. That's a really good sports watch to own. If you really want to get a blingy watch, go for a two-tone sub. That's what I can tell you now. But stay away from these fucked with day dates. They're just trouble, okay? It's like buying a 7. Don't buy a fucking 15-year-old 7 Series. They're trouble. Okay, and this is the same thing. These day dates, they've been fucked with. They've got bracelets, stretch. You never get out of them. No one fucking really wants them. They're ugly fuckers. That's what they are. They're ugly fuckers. And for you, a young man about town in that 7 Series, get a fucking two-tone subby with blue dial. That's the way I'd go. So I'm just telling you, giving you some advice there. Look, for a decent... I had a really nice President, an 18238. Do a Google on Rolex, 18238. You'll find out what it is. It's a solid gold day date, yellow gold, with no diamonds. Okay, that's what it is. It's a classic piece. Look, for a really nice Minter one of those, you're going to be paying 11,000 US. Okay, that's the sort of money. Okay, any less, and it's going to have problems with it. Okay, so that's just my advice to you. Whether you go for a diamond dial or not, I've had both. Yeah, it's going to add on another $1,000, but don't go non-Rolex. It's got to be factory, okay? That's just my view, okay? Now, as far as Craigslist goes, mate, fucking be careful. There are more sharks there. More sharks there than the Diamond District in New York. I can tell you that. Just be fucking careful on Craigslist. You got decent dosh to spend. Fucking just be cool. Nothing's that of a hurry. Okay, that's the wrong mindset. It's not how you get a bargain. You gotta do your homework, and just take it cool, Dennis. You're a mate. I'll give you advice. You're a great guy. You sent me some money. I'm fucking convinced. Okay, you're a great guy, but just cool it a bit there, Dennis. Finally, Dennis sent me another email. Hey Archie, thanks for trusting me. I've been looking at this watch for a while. Here's the link. It was a Craigslist thing. I'm actually looking for a white gold version. I was hoping to buy this and try to trade it for a white gold one. So your advice is not to buy. Thanks. I'll send you $40. I'm looking for a fuck off all white gold watch. If you come across something, please let me know. It does need to be a Rolex. It does not need to be a Rolex. I'd prefer a glass back. Must be great condition, more or less. Watch does not need to have metal strap. I love your Patek, but I'm looking for something I could take the wife to dinner with as well as wear with jeans. Moon phase a plus. Your friend Dennis. Look, Dennis, I tell you what bargains I've got at the moment. I know a guy who's got a Cartier Pasha yellow gold on a leather strap. Look, I think he wants from me about $4 for it, 4,000 US. Give me 5%, you can have it. Okay, that's advice for you. That's a really blingy sort of piece. Look, I checked, as you said to me, you came back, Dennis actually came back in an email. It's a fucking recased pocket watch. Be careful of bargains. It all ain't what it seems, okay? That's my advice to everyone there. Now, Dennis, just slow down a bit there, mate. It's global financial crisis. There are some desperate fuckers out there, and all that glitters is not gold and diamonds. So just be careful. Just steady up there now. Steady up there now, you know. It's like the bull who saw the young bull who saw the herd of cows in the field and said to the older bull, "Let's go over and help ourselves." And the older, more wiser bull said, "Hey, let's go over and do the whole herd slowly." So there you go. That's some Archie advice. And keep watching. And Dennis, thanks very much for the $40. I appreciate it. And anyone else who wants premium opinions from me, send me some loot and I'm in your pocket. Thank you very much.